Okay, I don't know what happened in the last video. Anyway, so let's have another go. And the box trees set me so peacefully to sleep. I know forever grow those box trees send me to sleep. So the box trees, the yellow box in particular, or poplar box, I should say. So they actually have a sound. Their leaves are really round. And when the wind gets in them, when there's lots of trees together, obviously we've lived in forest country before, and when the wind gets into them, they make a sound like the ocean. They really, really do. We don't have box where we live. We've got bloodwood, and we've got black butts, and we've got gum trees, like just your standard sort of white gums, and we've got spotted gum, but we don't have box trees. So our, not that I actually want them, but they have a particular sound that makes you just go, oh, I could be near the ocean. So yeah, it's pretty cool. It's a pretty cool sound. Getting in touch with nature and knowing what sounds and smells. So where we lived at Injune, north of Injune at the time, the smell of the pine, the cypress pine, has a real, you get used to it and you don't realize it until you leave it, and then you come back to it, the smell. On hot days it would like steam up these beautiful, beautiful smell. I just love it. And it reminded me of my childhood. We used to go to Stony Creek, which is, you know, in the Byfield National Park, which is a big deal now. It's like, wow, we used to go there for swimming all the time. You know, now it's a big deal to go up there. It's all very special. And it was special when we were kids, but seems to be a big thing now. So the pine in that sandy country, you can just smell it. Admittedly, hoop pine is far, far stronger smelling than cypress pine, but there's just something really I just love about the smell of cypress pine. Something very, very special. And Injune had, at Dingo, we had one cypress pine tree that grew in the garden, and like they cut it down like 2 years ago. I'm like, oh, I could have cried. That was my one connection to pine, that I could smell the cypress pine. And of course, you know, when you're driving on the highways, you don't have your windows down trying to suck in the smells, and plus you have to actually have really still weather and hot days, and it really brings the smell out of that pine. It's really quite special. So the box trees, they do, you hear them and they just, I don't know, they do lull you off to sleep. So cricket and beer, we haven't done cricket and beer, so perhaps if my fingers will survive, because they're so soft, I'll do cricket and beer. I have not actually named this song officially. It's actually a winter song, and I was just going to call it my winter song, but let me see. What key do I do it in? G. On a cold winter's night, I love to sit watching the ironbark coals blow. Sitting with you, holding hands, sipping port really slow. So pour me a pot and come and sit down on the couch. I love cold winter nights at the fireplace with you. And the frost will cover the lawn in the morning. And it'll be hard to get ourselves up, but it's the one time of the year we can do this, 'cause the summer is reserved for cricket and beer. 'Cause it's the one time of the year we can do this, 'cause the summer is reserved for cricket and beer. We used to, before we had before we had a reverse cycle air conditioner down at the house at Gregory Creek at Injune, we had a fireplace. It was a too small a fireplace to actually heat the place, but yeah, we used to like having that cranking and trying to make it move the heat all through the house, and it was nice. It's nice seeing those coals. There's something magical about fire, especially when it's controlled. Something very magical about it. And yeah, good memories. Still love drinking port down there. I never drink port. Never drink port up here. I don't know if it's because it warms you up too much or what. But yeah, port was a very special thing for Injune country. Most people down there drink rum. Bless their cotton socks. Rum's not our thing. But anyway, that is the thing down there. But no, port's lovely. That was back when Roma had a winery. Romaville Wines, and they used to make port with their wine. It's all gone now. I don't know what they have down there now. Probably nothing. But yeah, so that's that. Sorry for the trip down memory lane. Sometimes you just get a bit sentimental and you think, oh, I'm going to share this. Why? Oh, I don't know. It's my story. I really want to start a story about animal stories, because I think that everyone's got a great animal story. And we've got several great animal stories. And honestly, I can't write about my animals because I will cry through the song, and then it makes it a very, very sad song. And it's very hard to actually get through the song. But yeah, we know, just had bad luck with dogs. And you know what? We've got so many good memories of other things. It's the bittersweet nature of being out here, I suppose, and then the unexpected for anyone. We are incredibly and ultimately blessed. And I think that because the busyness of life has gotten in the way, sometimes we just need to stop and rethink. And that's where I'm at my life. I'm 43. I turned 43 last week. And I've gotten to the point of where I'm just stopping. And I'm just going, there's something really out of balance. You know, we're just doing the same thing over and over again. And it's not like it's wrong or anything. It's just the mundaneness of life. Because I'm always away, and you know, just been very lucky to get my work down in a couple of weeks, down to 4 shifts a fortnight. For anyone that doesn't know, I'm a nurse. I can't work down the road. There's some big block to stop me from working down the road. But to be entirely honest, with things I have seen and heard, it's probably best that I'm where I'm at. So yeah, I mean, my work's fun. My work's challenging, but I do my work to sustain us, because we've been through this absolutely horrendous drought, and we lost And I kind of feel like, it's all our own fault. Look, I don't expect anyone else to take responsibility for it, but we lost, something in the vicinity of 80 cows in a fire, and then we lost about 100 in a drought the following year. So that was half of our stock gone, and we can't recoup that in any way. So, and because of course, cattle prices are absolutely the strongest they've ever been ever, and they should be, but they will be settling soon, I'm pretty sure, just because things can't maintain that kind of heights at the moment. It's great for people making up for losses. I really think that's awesome. But then again, for the restockers, so everyone who lost, if not everything, most of their stock or half their stock, it's really tough to get back in. So we chose the slow process of keeping all our females and rebuilding our breeding herd through there, but that takes a lot of time. So it's just a matter of, tightening our belts, and everybody knows you've got boarding school fees, and, just got to keep things tying over and just kicking in a little bit, and still trying to have a bit of fun with your family in the same time. And, with all that advent, just, I think just putting those special things that make you who you are. We put camp drafting on a back burner, we put our stud cattle on a back burner, we put my music on a back burner. Those things that made us interesting in the first place, we kind of just put on a back burner and we'll just get through life. But after knowing so many people who have died suddenly, I'm like going, they don't get to do this over again. That's it. And it's made me start to refocus my health, but not only that, the fragility of life and how precious it is and how important it is to absolutely treat each day with such wonder and awe that it really is, that we get up to breathe in the morning, and how special that is. And also, being grateful for those things that we often take for granted. Scott and I never had two sets of grandparents alive while we've been alive. But Scott's parents are still alive. My parents are still alive. Two of my children are adults. The other two, like Finn's 14, Eden's 6. They've got fantastic memories of their grandparents alive, and hearing their grandparents' stories, and just being able to live and have general conversations. And that's something that Scott and I didn't have. And I can tell you, that's a pretty damn precious thing. And I will have to write a song about that one day, because, yes, I've got a grandmother still alive, but, it's not the same having just to have grandparents who are deeply involved and invested in their grandchildren's lives. Is just, it's just amazing. Such a wonderful thing. So what changes are we doing? Well, I'm going to focus on my music more for 2021, and sort of a late time to get into this because this is February now, but 2021 for us is going to be a year that we focus on, we've ordered a caravan. Can we afford it? Probably not. Hey, buddy.
I'm still hungry.
Yeah, I know, dinner's just dinged. Can you go put it on to the number 50?
I have 15 of them.
Oh dear. Do you think you need some water?
I'm not even starving. Well, I'm still starving.
You're still starving? Still starving? All right.
How am I so hungry?
Oh, well, probably because, you need to refill your tanks. Dinner won't be far.
Can I have a lot of water too?
Don't have a lot of water, just have a bit of water.
I'm thirsty and hungry.
Yeah, I know. Well, it won't be long. You gotta line it up properly. There you go. Good lad. So, I never know when to time things, really. I've got a terrible sense of timing. Anyway, all beside the point. This year for us, I'm really excited to say we've ordered a caravan. I just couldn't go without it any longer. We sold our caravan for the drought to feed cattle, basically. It was the only thing that we actually owned that wasn't that old that we thought we could sell. And we sold it for a fair bit less than it was worth. But I knew I would regret it, but there was no other choice, so we sold it, and that was survival. And as well as me going off to work as much as possible, it was really traumatic. And then what we ended up doing was we had I'd gone long enough without it, basically, and I really just had this travel urge. I really have to get into. I just want to get in and travel, but I don't want to do a lap. So we're not the lapper type people. There are so many wonderful people out there doing laps, and I live vicariously through them, and it is awesome to see what they're doing. But we just want to do lots of family trips together because we actually love traveling as a family. And we'll go in convoy because there's so many of us now. So that all have licenses and cars and whatnot. So it'll be really cool. Of course, the van's not going to be ready till November. So that's when it will be made. So a bit of a wait there, but that's all right. You know, like there was one dealer that was like mid next year, so mid 2022, and the other dealer that made fantastic vans of equal quality, probably better in some other ways. They were ready at the end of the year, and I thought, well, it's Australian built, it's a great company, seen lots of reviews, seen lots of people with them, so you know, we'll go with that. So that's a means to an end. That's for us to get out there. I mean, why do we need to go for an off-road van? Because we have an off-road to get to our home to start off with, so that's pretty well needed. What else? I think that's pretty much it for me tonight. I don't know when I'll get to do another blog. I don't even know how much interest this will generate, but hopefully less talking, more music next time. I do want to get some stories down from, you know, we've had some absolutely amazing animal story experiences. I went mustering for the very first time 2 weeks ago. So the last time I went mustering on a horse, I was pregnant with Ryan, so we're talking 21 years. 22 perhaps. 22 years since I've been mustering on a horse officially as mustering, and it wasn't a big day or anything. It's been 6 years since I had ridden a horse in anything longer than a few minutes, and it was really good. I really enjoyed it, and all I could think of was, if I go down, it's gonna be bad. So the old fella looked after me. Icon, he's just an amazing horse. I've got some great horse tails, horse and dog tails coming up.
What are you doing, Mum?
Just doing a little blog.
Can I be in it?
Of course you can. You're already in it. Look. All right, that's it for me. You ready for dinner?
No.
Why not?
Good.
You're not hungry now.
I am hungry.
All right, well, let's get dinner. All right.
I'm fish fry.
Till next time. Ciao.